go back to week 2 to see my struggling with this, and Ashley answering me. It's just he made it this way. I don't know why. Probably a good reason. And another thing that can seem weird is if you do an every tick and you do something like character set animation to default from the beginning. The expected result of doing this, if you keep the logic of fake versus state versus continuous, you should restart the animation from the beginning every time. And I will show you that it doesn't happen. I know why. I went through the source, and because it felt weird when I used this, so I will make an animation with 4 frame, and I will make it loop. And what I was expecting before testing this is that since I'm asking every tick to set the animation from the beginning, I was expecting that the animation would be blocked to the first frame, but it's not the case. It will play always. So to me that's an exception to this this kind of rule about everything that a state versus a change. If you call an animation that is already playing, it will just be, this action will just be ignored. This action is ignored as well if the animation doesn't exist. So yeah, if you default is playing and you do set animation to default play from beginning, it will be ignored. So if for instance it's not looping, this will be ignored as long as it will play, but then at the end of the animation it will restart. It won't be ignored. If I disable this, it will play just once and stop at the last frame. If I enable this, it will play just once, but then at the end the action will be applied, so it will go back from the beginning. To show you also, if I do current frame, it will stay at the last frame. It should. Yeah. So it won't be ignored, but it won't do anything. So okay, there's all these things happening. I hope it's not too complicated. You should test and get the feel of what happens when things are always triggered, when you use trigger once. We will be using trigger once quite a lot when we'll handle audio in I think in 2 days. Yeah, it's oh, what day are we? I think my clock is not let me check. I'm kind of today we should be that's awkward. That's my my clock is showing me Wednesday today, and we are I'm just checking Wednesday. Where? I was pretty sure we were Thursday. That's the sign of me going crazy. Alright, so I I won a day in my life. That's cool. Yeah, but one more day. I went back into time. That's cool. So yeah, state versus change. Be really careful. Each time you have a problem, check if you have this kind of problem. There's a good example of this problem, but maybe slightly complicated. There was someone in the Reddit, in the subreddit, that posted a kpix. Okay, don't care. Which was problem lister. I see you, but don't chase you. This one. His problem was that his enemy was detecting the presence of the player, but they were only chasing the player where the player was out of the cone of detection. And it happened because as long as, so it was a state problem, as long as the player was overlapping the cone, it was triggering a pathfinding. So it was, find me the path to the player, and then when you find the path, travel the path. So it was starting from the start of the path each tick, to summarize the idea. So he had to use a trigger once, or something else, or a change in variables to disable the event for it to make it work. I think I have written, yeah. Since he had a chase status, one of the possible answer was to use these chase status to disable the event when it happens. The other was using trigger once while true. But I thought that in any case it would change the status, so since you have this variable, you should use it. Okay, so I think I am pretty much done for this. Any question, don't hesitate. I will switch to the next video, which will be containers, really interesting one, and I will go back to the platformer to add some things to it, and see you soon.